Let's go!
Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy DaveTheCollector bringing you episode 3 of Video Game Finds with DTC. I do apologize for the lack of content as of recently. Me and my family have been experiencing some hardships and some hard times right now. And to say that things have been bad, that just kind of be an understatement. I really don't want to delve into it too much, but I just want to thank everybody who is watching this video, who knows what I'm going through right now, for all the love and support. And again, I just want to thank you all for that. But let's go ahead and we'll jump right into it today. The stuff that I'm going to be showing is just kind of a compilation of stuff that I've picked up in the past month that I haven't really gotten to put on screen. That stuff comes from like pawn shops, thrift stores, yard sales, and a bunch of it actually came from trades with some local collectors who are good friends of mine. So I want to thank you guys for that. And I'm going to be giving you a link down in the description and putting your names right there. You know what I do. You know the little thing that I do right there. Well, anyways, let's go ahead and we'll jump right into it. I'm going to start off with some stuff that I picked up from some different pawn shops. Number one, I picked up Double Dragon 3 for $7. I've actually never played this game before. I have played Double Dragon 1 and 2, and I remember having a lot of fun with those. From what I understand, the concept for this game is a little bit different, more of a fighter type game. I might be wrong about that, but that's just what I've heard. But it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Another game that I picked up would be Earthworm Jim for the SNES. I had a lot of fun playing this game whenever I was younger, so I'm very, very happy to have this game in my collection. The only other Earthworm Jim game that I remember playing was Earthworm Jim 3D for the Nintendo 64, and I think it goes without saying that that game is just not very good and might have actually cost Earthworm Jim and his franchise's life. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you port boarding.
Port boarding.
Yeah, that I think that kind of speaks for itself. Another game that I picked up was Donkey Kong Country. Paid $3 for this game. I love Donkey Kong Country. I actually have Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii, and I love that game very much. I've never played Donkey Kong Country 1, as crazy as that sounds, but I'm looking very, very forward to playing this game in the near future. I paid $3 for that. Another game that I picked up was Super Mario All-Stars. I got this game for $7. I actually have Super Mario All-Stars for the Wii as well. Very, very fun game. I believe it has Super Mario 1, 2, 3, and I think it might have another game on there, but I'm not necessarily sure. Don't quote me on that. But had a lot of fun with the Wii version of this game, so happy to have that in the collection. A couple more games that I got would be, a mysterious black box. What's in this? Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. Always wanted to own this game. I actually went to a local game store. It's called Video Games and More. So if you're ever in town, if you know where I live, check them out. They got a lot of good deals. I got this game for $15. Very, very happy to own this game. I remember watching the reviews for this game on G4 back in the day on X-Play, and then giving it high praise. So I'm very happy to have this game. Paid $15. Another game that I picked up would be Star Wars: The Force Unleashed Ultimate Sith Edition. I was not really the biggest fan of this game. Just the over-the-shoulder view of it was just a little bit kind of clunky to me. It wasn't really the most enjoyable game for me. But again, it's a steelbook. I love steelbooks. Really wish I didn't have that right there. So you all know what the stickers of death. But very happy to have this game. It even has some really cool cards and art on the inside, as you can see right there. So it was complete in box. Very happy to have that. Paid $3 for this. Another game that I got would be Persona 4. Very happy to have Persona 4. If you've seen my previous video, you know that I'm a hardcore Persona fan. Persona 5 is my favorite JRPG, or one of my favorite JRPGs of all time. Just the team control, the combat, various different items that you use. I mean, the list goes on and on. But I love this game. The first time I ever actually played this was on the Vita, and it was Persona 4 Golden, and that comes with all the extra dungeons, missions, armor, and stuff like that. So I had a blast with that game. So if I ever go back and play it, I definitely want to play this version. Another game that I picked up, this was for, I believe, $4. Very, very happy to have this in my collection. Mega Man Legends. I remember playing Mega Man 64 back whenever I was a kid, and I had just had a blast with it. I'm not sure if Mega Man Legends and 64 are the same game. They definitely look very similar. But again, if this is just like not Superman 64, please, I will never. Ooh, don't even get me started on that game. But if it's anything like Mega Man 64, I know that I'm going to have a blast with it. So paid $4 for that. Another game that I picked up. Not really like a heavy hitting title, but I'm happy to have this game. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is just awesome. If you've never played another Spider-Man game, I believe that the new Spider-Man game that just came out and this one are like neck and neck. Not graphically, obviously, but as far as playability and replayability, definitely this game was fun. I think I paid $2 for that, so very happy to have this game. And then I got Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. I've never played KOTOR 2, which is crazy to say because KOTOR 1, again, just like the other game, is in my top 5. So, very, very psyched to have this. Can't wait to play it. Really, really looking forward to playing this game. Couple more things that I got. Something that I've been dying to have for a very, very long time. My very own personal Sega Dreamcast. I've never owned a Dreamcast. I remember playing Phantasy Star at my buddy's house whenever I was a kid and just having a blast. And I mean, just like, there are no words can describe how much fun that I had on that game. Just running around, defeating different bosses, enemies, and stuff like that. And I just remember having a blast with it. So I'm glad I picked that up. I got it for $15. Another thing that I'm very happy to have, which is kind of crazy. I did not even know that this existed, so it was pretty cool. I paid $2.50 for this. Was an Atari trackball. I did not know that this. I knew the one for like I think it was the 5200. I knew that one existed, but I didn't know that the 2600 had one. So it's really cool to have that right there. Ooh, that doesn't sound good, but very cool to have. Anytime that I see a trackball, the first thing that goes through my mind is like playing like Counter-Strike and not having an actual mouse back in the day, so I had to use that like little weird mouse that had the big red trackball on the top. You guys know what I'm talking about. But very happy to have this. Paid $2.50 for it. And now I'm going to go ahead and get into some trades that I've done. These first few games came from a buddy of mine. His name's Billy, and his Instagram is Evans Retro Games. So go ahead and give him a look up next time that you're on Instagram. He has a bunch of cool stuff that he shows there. But some games that I traded were for Star Fox 64. Love this game. I remember playing this game with my dad whenever I was a kid, and this was like the only video game that my dad would play with me. Besides, like Hydro Thunder and stuff like that. But we had a blast playing this game, so I have a lot of nostalgia for Star Fox 64. So I'm very, very happy to have this game in my collection. Another game that I have will be Castlevania 64. This game right here was nightmare fuel for me. I mean, just straight up. I remember being a kid and going to play this game, and you're just walking up towards like big gate that's there. I'm probably rambling, but I remember there being like a large gate and going towards it after defeating like a couple little tiny skeletons, and then this huge like skeleton pops out of nowhere and it's like hopping around like a monkey. That game scarred me as a child, and I look forward to playing it again. I don't know if it is a good game because I got to that part and like shut off my 64 because I was so scared, but hopefully it's going to be good. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Another game that I have is Glover. Got a lot of nostalgia with this game. For some reason, this game gets a lot of hate. I'm not really sure why, but I remember playing this as a kid and having a lot of fun with it, so I'm glad that I have Glover in my collection. And another game that Billy just ended up giving this to me because he found it, Thrillville. I remember seeing this commercial as a kid and having a lot of nostalgia for it, and always wanting to play this game. It kind of looks like some type of roller coaster tycoon, amusement park simulator type game. So looking forward to playing that. And that's the games that I got from Billy. Another game that I ended up getting was from my friend Vernon, and he goes by @Roski Gaming. So go ahead and give him a shout out. He's got a bunch of cool stuff on his Instagram. Is Red Dead Revolver. I'm yet to get his games to him, but I do appreciate him giving me, this in a trade. This is a very, very cool game. Very happy to have Red Dead Revolver again. I mean, look, Red Dead 2, Red Dead 1, very, very memorable games for me. I remember in Red Dead Redemption 1, getting on, whenever the multiplayer first dropped, and you didn't have a horse and you just had to ride on that little burro and like go around and like shoot bandits and rope people off their horses and stuff. And I just had a lot of fun with it. So I'm very glad to have this game. So again, I want to thank you, Vernon. I'm going to leave a little link down in the description for you and Billy. And a couple other games that I ended up getting as of recently were for my buddy Jacob, and he goes by @VideoGameGuru. I've actually gave him a shout out in my first video that I ever released. So again, you guys know where to find him, and I appreciate the trades, Jacob. He traded me a couple very notable games. Number one is Splinter Cell. I love Splinter Cell. I believe Splinter Cell was actually one of the first 2 Xbox games that I ever played. I believe the first 2 games that I had were Splinter Cell, and then I also had Jade Empire. I love Jade Empire as well. So I'm very happy to have this game. I want to thank you for that. And Dot Hack. Love Dot Hack. I remember having 1 and 2 whenever I was a kid, and I wish that I still had those. Not just because of the rarity and the price on them, but because of the fact that I actually did enjoy playing those games whenever I was a kid. But I'm very happy to play 3. I've never played 3 before. Looking forward to that. And finally, Conquer Live and Reloaded. I actually traded in my copy of Pokemon Coliseum for this. I remember playing Conquer on the 64 and having a blast with it.
I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my at you.
Kind of explains it. That in itself explains what that game was about, and I don't really know what else to say. But looking forward to play Conquer Live and Reloaded. I believe that this is just a remaster, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I've never played this game, but looking forward to playing this. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Again, I do apologize for not releasing so much stuff within the past couple weeks. It has been a rough past couple weeks, but do expect content coming up in the very, very near future. Appreciate all the love and support that I've gotten from you guys. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Also, please feel free to leave this video a like and subscribe if you don't mind. Again, this is DTC, and I hope that you guys have a great day. Signing out.